Okay, I'm about to get in bed with Joan Rivers, which is a sentence that as a child I always hoped I would say as an adult. And today is the day that I'm actually saying this, unless this is some sort of lucid dream that's happening right now. To be determined. There's a bunch of porcelain birds in that room to my left, so everything's up in the air right now. Literally, birds. Get it? Where's the wine?
Thanks to Audible for supporting In Bed with Joan. Audible.com is the leading provider of audiobooks with more than 150,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, including fiction, nonfiction, and periodicals. Audible keeps you entertained during just about any activity, like walking, doing cardio, sitting in traffic, standing in line, or cleaning your house. Audible is offering In Bed with Joan viewers a free audiobook to give you a chance to try out the service. Perhaps you would enjoy I Hate Everyone Starting With Me, written and read by Joan Rivers. Or Let's Explore Diabetes with Owls, written and read by David Sedaris. To download an audiobook of your choice for free, go to audible.com/Joan. That's audible.com/Joan. And now on to the show.
I'm Joan Rivers. The name of the show is In Bed with Joan. And let's see who's coming out of the closet right this second. Hello?
Hello!
All right, Grace Helbig. All right, nice to have you on. Come sit down.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mwah. You were, I'm so impressed, a semi-finalist for Miss New Jersey.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. Were you just shocked at that?
Yeah, I was. I was maybe the most homely contestant at the time. I don't know if you can tell by the sparkle sweatpants that I'm wearing right now that this is maybe as feminine as I get. I entered the pageant because when I was in college, I had this like wild assumption that I could do anything I put my mind to. And I went to high school with a girl that was Miss Teen New Jersey.
Oh.
And I thought, if Heidi Dratch can be Miss Teen New Jersey, I could be Miss New Jersey. Let's try. And the part that when I started to realize that it was not a good choice is that I had to pay $1,500 of my own money to enter the pageant.
That they never tell you. Now,
Yes.
when did you start doing well on the internet? I know it was in 2008 when you did my damn channel.
Mm-hmm.
But was that started in New Jersey, or did you come out here? What was your journey?
What was my journey?
Tell me your journey, Grace. Tell me your journey.
Oh, no. I lived in South Jersey. I moved to North Jersey for college. And while I was in North Jersey, I started taking improv classes in New York. And after I graduated, I majored in communications, but I was trying to focus on screenwriting. And but the improv classes sort of like took over, and I started performing improv in the city a lot and doing sketch comedy as well. And then My Damn Channel just kind of found these videos that I had been making with my Brooklyn roommate at the time. We made these little vlogs together. We moved to Brooklyn together from college, and that was how we hung out. It was just like having a glass of wine and sitting down in front of a computer and recording ourselves, which is a very weird new millennial thing to do, is to like document everything. And
Look what it's turned into. What happened to the roommate?
She is now a life coach. Yeah, so that happened.
You have 1,500 videos? Is that more?
Probably. I've been making 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday, every week since 2008. So whatever the math is on that. It's a lot. It's too much probably, but at this point I can't stop doing it.
Do you ever say, I'm out of ideas?
Yes.
Or, okay, I feel better, because every day I get up, I say, I haven't got another joke in me, and then I look at my thighs, I go, well, I got a couple of jokes here. Yeah. But what do you do every day? Do you do them all at once, or you do them, clump them?
Sometimes I get these like spurts of motivation where one day I'll try and shoot 2 or 3 videos and stockpile them. But then I don't know, there's something about like them existing in real time almost that makes me want to. I usually shoot them the day before and then edit them and upload them for the next morning. But yeah, there are so many days where I have nothing to talk about, and because the relationship with an internet audience is so intimate and honest, that as long as I tell them up front, I have nothing to talk about today, so you're gonna get 2 minutes of me and weird sound effects in the background. And then they're appreciative that like the honesty is more important than me trying to force some comedy thing to happen for them. And I've only recently learned that. I've tried to be very like pride myself on having an original idea every day, and just sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Yeah.
Tell me. I mean, you've had 21 million views since January. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
We've had 9. Just so you understand.
And
I don't know what
one
we're
of them
doing
is
in
not
9.
one of the guys behind the camera right now. Yeah, it's the numbers are weird because they're numbers that I've never experienced in every other thing that I've tried to do. When I was doing, and I'm sure you've had this too, when you do stand-up and improv, it is so hard to like go out and try and get 100 people to sit in a theater and watch you. But on the internet, I can get 100 people to watch me relatively easily. And so that was what started to make me focus more on doing web videos than doing like the grind of New York City comedy scene.
Right.
And it's paid off really well. When you hear numbers like 21 million, that doesn't sound like a real tangible number.
How do you make money?
Well, there's a variety of ways that you make money on YouTube.
I have yet to make a penny on this. A penny.
What? How dare they? You need to get a wine sponsor. You need to get a flower sponsor. We're going to get you an Uber sponsor. There's a variety of ways you can make money on YouTube. One is through sponsorships, product placement. Like, ooh, this delicious...
Manischewitz. You can drink it or you can cut it with a knife. Your choice. How many wines say that?
Cheers.
Cheers.
You just made $10,000.
There we go.
Yeah.
Manischewitz. May. Good month.
I'd sip it again.
Thank you. See, now she's doing it too.
Mm-hmm.
What about personal life?
Personal
Good.
life.
Are you wearing a ring?
I'm wearing some
Yeah, but
rings.
not a real ring.
No,
ring.
no.
Yeah.
But see, the personal life is the one thing that I try and keep off the internet. I put a lot out there online, and I try and balance my sanity by having like just one tiny slice of my life that doesn't exist in the public.
But do you feel, because you're telling so much,
Yeah.
when you meet somebody, they almost, if they go and they look at your website,
yeah.
they're going to know too much about you.
Yeah, I've gone through and deleted so many things on my Wikipedia page because people have put in the exact year that my parents got divorced and like the names of the people they've remarried. I'm like, no, this is not information that people need or want to know about myself.
Right.
So yeah, everything you put out there is out there. So I try to consciously make an effort to keep some things from being out there so that I have some real life that exists.
Such as? What's one secret, say, you wouldn't want known on the internet? Not that, as I said, who's watching?
Yeah, no
My
one's
mother's
watching,
dead.
right?
And Melissa couldn't care less.
What's one secret that I wouldn't want to put out there on the internet? Well, that my feet smell horrible in real life. That's a secret.
You mean, really?
They're real bad. I mean, I'm wearing tights underneath of this to defer the smell of my actual human feet into the atmosphere.
So what do you do when you're having sex with somebody?
I really like I just kiss them on the mouth continuously so they can't actually smell what's happening around them. That is an actual tactic.
You have gone out with Hannah Hart and Mamery, right?
Yes.
Right, and you actually do a show.
Yes, we do a live comedy show called the No Filter Show. It's really fun.
They were on the show. I love them, by the way.
Yeah, they're fantastic, and they're they're really, really great friends because we love to drink, we love funny stuff, and we love to drink. So it's a great combination. Yeah.
And how far out do you go? Do you go to the Midwest? Do you go?
Yeah, we just recently, we got back from, Mamrie and I did a show in Boston, and before that we did a whole Northwest tour where we went to Seattle, Portland, Vancouver, and Victoria. And it's great because Mamrie and I both come from a live sketch improv background,
Right.
and then you get sucked up in doing this stuff that it's basically you by yourself in your house recording yourself, and then it's really nice to get back to feeling what it's like to hear laughter when you say something immediately.
Yeah.
It's great. It's so nice.
What did you want to be as a child?
Oh, when I was a child, I went through a variety of things. I wanted to be a professional gymnast, and then after I quit gymnastics, I grew an extra 6 inches, and now I'm 5 feet 9 inches tall, and that's out of the question.
How lucky, how wonderful.
Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, I should have known. My mom's 5'10", but for some reason I was like, I'm gonna be little. I know it.
Because you could never be Miss New Jersey if you were short. Maybe Miss
true.
Rhode Island.
Yeah. Miss Delaware, maybe.
Miss Delaware, but otherwise.
There's options. And then at one point I wanted to be in the Swim with the Dolphins program and swim with dolphins, and then I realized that
They shit in the water.
they shit in the water. They also rape each other, and they're just like very violent creatures. So
Everyone thinks they're so warm and fuzzy. They're
No.
not. What would you want to see yourself as? You're doing so many crossover things.
Yeah.
You've done a Chris Hardwick show. You've done a lot of other little guests. What do you want to do? Write? You mentioned writing. Do
Yeah.
you want to do movies? Do you want to go into regular television? Do you
Yeah.
want to just own a network?
I wanna there are some things happening right now. Like Camp Dakota was a film that Mamrie and Hannah and I just put out recently on Valentine's Day of this year, and Mamrie and I are working on another film that should hopefully come out within the next year. I'm writing a book right now and continuing with maintaining a web presence and trying to, I really want to I won't ever not be in front of the camera, especially for my own web series, but I really want to kind of start getting more into that executive producer brain of creating original content.
Right.
And I also want to design some products for girls. I have this like grandiose idea of creating a Forever 21 for like tech nerdy girls that like adorable things, but also like the functionality of things that serve them in a tech world.
Like a man.
Like a man, like, yeah.
Your own man.
Yeah,
that
like
you
a
don't have to be-
solar-powered man.
Oh. And someone that doesn't have a green card, so he can never leave.
No, but he's
This
got
is very important.
Yeah, but he's got a black Amex.
A black Amex, but no green card.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's
so
perfect.
The future's bright.
We have several sections in the show.
Yes.
One section is, we've all been through it, that we did something mean to somebody somewhere, whether it was
Yeah.
childhood, adulthood. And this is your chance. I'm so excited for you, Grace, to look in the camera and apologize to that person.
Okay, this apology goes to my younger brother, Tim Helbig. When we were younger, we had these discussions that we called push fights, where we would just push each other back and forth until something happened and caused it to stop. And I pushed him really hard, and he fell into the corner of a wall one time, and he cut open his forehead, and then he had to go to the hospital and get stitches, and now he's got a terrible calic. And he's a gay boy living in Boston, and bad hair in Boston as a gay man is a very difficult life. So Tim, I'm very, very sorry for that.
You ruined his life.
I ruined his life. Yeah, I ruined his entire life.
Because gay men are very shallow.
Yeah, I mean,
You fucking ruined his life.
yeah, he overcompensated by being like incredibly intelligent and getting his master's degree
Doesn't
from
mean a
MIT.
thing.
But
Not
yeah.
in the gay world.
No, not at all. No one cares about your brain in the gay
No,
world.
it's biceps
They
and
care
good
about
hair.
the hair that sits on top of the brain.
Now, the opposite of I'm sorry is to someone that treated you badly.
Yeah.
And we call that sit on it and rotate.
This is this human relates to my younger brother. His name is Mr. Bloomfield, and he was my younger brother, his kindergarten teacher. And when I was younger, I was in 3rd grade when Tim was in kindergarten, and it was my job, since we lived across the street from the school, to pick him up from kindergarten and walk him across the street to take him home. And I got detention one day, and I couldn't tell Tim that I had to sit after class for 15 minutes. And so he waited with Mr. Bloomfield, and I walked over after detention, and my brother was crying. And Mr. Bloomfield, who everyone called Mr. Coffee because the only photo of him in the yearbook is just him with a coffee looking miserable, and Mr. Bloomfield got down on one knee and looked me eye to eye and said, "You're a bad sister," and then stood up and walked back into his classroom. So, Mr. Bloomfield, you can sit on it and rotate.
I thought you were going to tell me that Mr. Bloomfield got down on one knee and took care of your brother. That's so bad.
Yeah. It all makes sense why he's gay now.
I got so nervous. I was sweating bullets. My underarms smell worse than your feet right now, I'm telling you. Oh, that's nothing. Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck you, Mr. Bloomfield.
Yeah, big time fuck you,
Yeah.
Mr. Coffee. Fuck
Mr.
that.
Coffee. Mr. Coffee.
Yeah, hate him.
You're just lovely.
Thank you.
What
So
a
are you.
pleasure. Oh, yeah, right.
Well,
Can you take a compliment?
yes.
You're so lucky. What did your parents do that you're able to feel secure and say, I can do that and take a compliment?
Oh, no, I was lying. I can't take a compliment at all. No, I pretend that I can, and then it always makes me, you know, when I'm uncomfortable because my shoulders go up really high. My brother and I do the same thing, and Mamrie always corrects me. She's like, Helbig, your shoulders up to your ears, put them down. Everything's fine. So yeah, anytime someone gives me a compliment, it just like slowly creeps up.
Well, it was a pleasure and a joy having you in bed. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
very much. Everybody, Grace Helbig. Pleasure, a pleasure, a pleasure. And would you do the honors and clap us out?
Thanks to Audible.com for supporting today's show. To download a free audiobook of your choice, go to audible.com/Joan. That's audible.com/Joan.
I laughed, I cried, I felt uncomfortable, I felt touched emotionally, I wish physically, and I just feel like a better person.
I enjoyed so much being with Grace, but I thought it was very pushy, you know, the way she said, when you go on the internet, you should try to get money from sponsors with product placement, and I don't do that. I mean, I'm an at-home person. I drink my Folgers coffee, which is absolutely, really, really superior coffee. Let me know who you'd like to see in bed with me. You can do it by sending me a message on Facebook or Twitter.